This morning's headlines: the new deputy leader of the Dominica Labour Party feels honored having been elected to the position. Other news this morning: the union representing public officers in Dominica makes proposal to government for salary increase of 21% over a 3-year period. And news from the region this morning: the police commissioner in Antigua and Barbuda praises officers for their diligence and professionalism in handling a recent murder matter. And news from the international scene: a New York judge to decide if Donald Trump's conviction in the hush money case should be upheld and proceed to sentencing, or whether it should be thrown out on the grounds of the U.S. Supreme Court's decision earlier this year granting broad presidential immunity. This is the DBS Morning News. The details of the news right after this.
Cooking made easy with Roberts. Purchase Roberts coconut spread, olive oil spread, or mellow cream
for a chance to win one of 4 amazing prizes: a cake mixer, a complete cooking set, a pressure cooker, or baking tins. Can you imagine butter with coconut or soybean oil combined? Nuka Pale Bongo. Excellent taste, great flavor, and a healthier option. Shop now and win big with Roberts. Promotion ends November 15th. Terms and conditions apply.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Oh, welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. The new deputy leader of the Dominica Labour Party feels honored having been elected to the position. Finance Minister Dr. Irving McIntyre says his new political role will complement his already many years of service to Dominica. Dr. McIntyre was elected unopposed as deputy leader of the DLP on Sunday.
For me, it's a great pleasure to be the deputy political leader of the Labour Party. I really want to thank everyone who supported my candidacy. I recognize the importance of such a position from the point of view that where Dominica is positioned now in terms of us building this modern economic infrastructure. We have so many big ticket items going on, so this is a very critical time of our development, let alone nationally and locally our domestic situation, but also from the international point of view, the geopolitics. We know how the world is now, with wars all over the world, the inflation level, the rising cost of living, etc. We have to deal with many other things of climate change. We have to deal with debt sustainability. We have to deal with crime. There are many different things happening, both locally and internationally. So I recognize this job. It's the responsibility put on me. However, these challenges, I see it as an opportunity. My whole life has been one of service, and I will continue to serve the people, and this is just another opportunity for me to play my part in the development of Dominica. So at the end of the day, as the Prime Minister says, when I'm called to answer my question, what have you done for the list of your brothers, I can feel comfortable and say I've contributed and play my part in the development of Dominica.
And that's the new deputy leader of the Dominica Labour Party, Dr. Irvin McIntyre. The union representing public officers in Dominica has made proposals to government for salary increase of 21% over a 3-year period. General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Layton, says the general membership met before the proposals were submitted to government.
In terms of salaries, the last time I spoke, I indicated that we were going to meet with the members to review our position on the level of increase that we would be requesting. Not the non-salary, but the non-salary issues or matters were submitted to the government. And having met with the members, it was agreed that we ask for a 21% salary increase over the triennium, the 3 years. So since that meeting, we submitted that to the government, and we haven't had any discussion. I'll be out for a little while. As soon as I come back, I will follow up and request that we resume negotiations. We believe that funds are available, and we are looking forward to that. It is left to the government to tell us what the real state of the economy is. But our decision is based on the rate of inflation.
And that's the General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Layton. Government says to date it has paid off over $35 million to home and property owners who were relocated as a result of the International Airport project. Parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant, says the figure marks about 80% of the total to be compensated. Mr. Grant adds that construction will soon begin on 12 one-bedroom apartments in the Joe Burton area in Wesley.
We have constructed 31 lovely homes at Joe Burton for those we relocated. In most cases, the owners were allocated more land than they previously owned at Edith Road. A number of homeowners have received their certificate of titles. The Attorney General Chambers has assured me that they are working assiduously to complete the balance of these titles. Within the next few weeks, we should commence installation of street lights and beautification at Joe Burton. We are also on schedule to construct 12 one-bedroom apartments to assist with the relocation of persons at Joe Burton. Within the past 2 years, this government has paid in excess of $45 million in compensation for home and other property owners. This is at least 80% of the total home owners to be compensated. In recent months, I have been receiving calls from potential investors. They are looking to purchase land 3 and 5 acres upwards for the development of supermarkets, boutique hotel, tour operations, just to name a few. I want to assure you, the people of Wesley, the young people, that you will be given priority to own a piece of Wesley.
And that's the parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant. He says government will soon make more agricultural lands available for lease, while a number of farm roads are done for rehabilitation.
I urge you to begin planting your vegetables, your herbs, your spices, your flowers. Start supplying the local markets such that in a few years you can expand to the international markets. I call on the CMOS farmers. Prepare and plan. CMOS in its raw form and processed form is in great demand around the world. There is money to be made. Just imagine in 12 hours your fresh cut flowers, your coconut oil, your castor oil, your fresh green seasoning mix can be on the shelves in London. We have made over 140 acres of agricultural land available for lease. In the near future, we'll be making an additional 150 acres available for agricultural purposes. 2 years ago, we completed the Mango Gutter Road, investing $2.5 million in the rehabilitation of that road. Presently, I am in discussion with CR5, MMCE, and the Honorable Prime Minister for the rehabilitation of several of our farm roads.
And that's the parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant. A delegation from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, has arrived in Dominica. The mission is aimed at assessing the medical air system at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital and evaluating the National Blood Transfusion Service of Dominica. PAHO Country Program Director Dr. Nicole Slack-Liebert says the mission is in line with PAHO's mandate of achieving universal access to health.
As PAHO continues to advance technical cooperation activities in Dominica, today we commence an assessment of the National Blood Bank and medical air systems in our partnership with the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services and by extension, the Government of Dominica. These initiatives are geared towards the expansion of existing clinical services and strengthening quality healthcare services in Dominica. At PAHO, our mandate speaks to increasing equitable access to health technologies that are safe, affordable, clinically effective, and quality assured. We've strengthened the regulatory systems that contribute to achieving universal access to health and is also a reflection of the Government of Dominica's priorities as a PAHO member state. Our ECC advisor in health services, Dr. Andy Partap Singh and Dr. Solaj Kobe Jackson, those are the two advisors that are involved in this mission.
And that's the PAHO Country Program Director, Dr. Nicole Slack-Liebert. This morning on the DBS News, we feature Dominican educator Kellyanne Stedman, who's been named valedictorian of the UE Global Campus class of 2024. She's assistant principal of the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School. Kellyanne Stedman, 50 Dominicans graduated from the UE Global Campus at the weekend.
I am from the agricultural community of Salisbury. This is where I was born and raised. However, recently I moved to the community of PAHO, and this is where I currently reside. I have been an educator for all of my working life, spanning 14 years of experience. In my early years of teaching, I taught at the Salisbury Primary School. However, I am now at my alma mater, the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, serving as the assistant principal. My commitment to education and personal growth led me to pursue a bachelor's degree in education leadership and management. My journey began in 2021. I recognize that education is becoming very complex and it is rapidly changing. And such, I desired to play a more active role in school management and to contribute to creating a positive and dynamic school environment. Thus, I saw that this degree focus would have been beneficial for me. Since the beginning of my studies, I have consistently maintained a high GPA and earned a spot on the honors roll. And reflecting on this experience, I have to say that it's due to my dedication, to my commitment, and just the desire for seeking lifelong learning and self-improvement. Now that I have achieved this milestone, I am definitely looking forward to greater things. During my time at UWI, I developed a strong interest in education law and policy, and this has inspired me to pursue a master's degree in inclusive education in the near future. I am particularly passionate about addressing the equity and equality gaps in education, both within my country and across the region. By gaining expertise in this area, I believe that I can bring about lasting positive change and ensure that all students have access to quality education.
And that's the valedictorian of the UE Global Campus class of 2024, Kellyanne Stedman. A special feature on Miss Kellyanne Stedman on the DBS Morning News this morning. Police in Antigua have charged 26-year-old Alexa Francis with the stabbing death of the parliamentarian Asot Michael last week. Michael, a controversial independent parliamentarian, was discovered dead at his seaside home in Antigua. In a statement, Police Commissioner Atlee Rodney commended investigators for their diligence and professionalism in handling the matter. He said the police had no plans to disclose the motive, but would instead allow it to be revealed in court. The 54-year-old Asot Michael was a wealthy businessman who served at one time as a minister in the government of the ruling Antigua Labour Party. He was also barred from running on the party's ticket after various controversies, including an international bribery scandal, for which he has denied. Finally, this morning, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has picked Mike Huckabee as ambassador to Israel as he builds his inner circle. Mike Waltz has been chosen as National Security Advisor. They join a growing list of loyalties and key allies of Donald Trump. His Republican Party has control of the Senate, and they are inching towards a majority in the House as vote counting continues. Meanwhile, a New York court decision on Trump's criminal conviction is delayed yet again, with the judge postponing any decisions until at least the 19th of November. The New York judge is to decide if Donald Trump's conviction in the hush money case should be upheld and proceed to sentencing, or throw it out on the grounds of the U.S. Supreme Court's decision earlier this year granting broad presidential immunity. It is 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's a look at your morning news. The sports report comes up shortly.
Cooking made easy with Roberts. Purchase Roberts coconut spread, olive oil spread, or mellow cream.
For a chance to win one of 4 amazing prizes: a cake mixer, a complete cooking set, a pressure cooker, or baking tins. Can you imagine butter with coconut or soybean oil combined? Nuka Pale, boom boom. Excellent taste, great flavor, and a healthier option. Shop now and win big with Roberts. Promotion ends November 15th. Terms and conditions apply.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items. items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with football news. The national forward Javid George believes Dominica has what it takes to get positive results in their remaining 2 matches in the CONCACAF Nations League. Dominica comes up against the Dominican Republic on Saturday and will play Antigua next Tuesday. Dominica currently sits in 3rd place in Group D in League B. Dominica must avoid a 4th place finish to avoid being relegated to League C. George says training has gone very well.
It's been good for now. Training hard, trying to keep my fitness, and do my best, and hopefully get some goals.
All right. Javid, let's talk about you individually. Of course, a forward for the team. Amongst the goals with your former club, Southeast. How would you describe your form heading into the game?
Yeah, I would say good because normally I'm a goal scorer, so scoring goals is like normal for me.
All right. Big challenge against the Dominican Republic and Antigua, 2 teams that we played recently. We had mixed results in these 2 games, but I just want to get your thoughts ahead of the Dominican Republic game, for example. What do you think we'll probably need to do to win?
Well, in this game, we need to be more compact and just wait for our time because we cannot be rushing in because they are a very difficult team. So we just have to keep our shape, play well, and then get our chances.
All right, and coming up against Antigua, we got the better of them the last time around, but how would you guard against complacency, the guys letting the guard down?
Well, can't go in like soft because we can underestimate them because they'll be coming because we want them the first time and then second time they always come harder.
All right, Javid. Okay, Javid, let's talk about you individually. I'm hearing some big news for you that you may be moving to Jamaica soon.
Yeah, well, kind of unsolved mystery. We'll wait to see.
All right. And how would you think that possible move would help your career?
Yeah, it will help me because I always want to play outside and then show my talent somewhere else and get better, improve, and faster football, better game plays. So it will be good for me.
National forward Javid George, the men's senior national football team, is leaving Dominica this morning for the Dominican Republic. The team will be captained by Glenson Prince. The rest of the team is Julian Wade, Jean-Mal Prosper, Dante Newton, Jerome Burkhardt, Travis Joseph, Corbin Paul, Fitzjolly, Eustace Marshall, Giovanni Xavier, Cassim Peltier, Marcus Bredas, Jaim Maxime, Brel Thomas, Chad Bertrand, Kian Thomas, Malachi Bonney, Javid George, Troy Jules, Odell Laville, the Mario Challenger, Savio Anselm, and Dante Warrington. The national team is being coached by Ellington Sabin. Delroy Watt, he will serve as assistant coach. Melvin Angol as goalkeeper coach. Clevon Vidal, the team medic. Reginald Daru is the equipment manager. Dr. Ola Gunju is the team's doctor. Henrich Anselm, the team manager. And Gavin Richards, the team media officer. Dominica's football is expected to receive a major boost with the arrival of a foreign-based talent coach. FIFA talent coach Ross Pauly will be engaged with the Dominica Football Association effective January 2025. Pauly will be working with football at all levels with special emphasis at grassroots. Pauly, along with FIFA regional consultant Ian Greenwood, they are currently in Dominica for the next few days, finalizing arrangements to begin in January 2025.
Yeah, well, I'm a talent coach that's coming in to really help impact or increase the level of play in overall in the country, from grassroots all the way up to the senior teams. And another part is really just finding ways to unlock the potential here. There's a lot of potential here in Dominica, and it's my job to help build a structure behind that and to find how do we find the talent, and making sure there's a system and process in place to make sure that we're finding all the talent, giving every talent a chance. Next part is, once you find the talent, is getting the best with best and training them. And when we do train them, we got to make sure that it's a high performance environment. So my job will be to work with the coaches education, and myself working with the players to ensure that the players are developing at the rate they need to with where they are. Finally, the last part is these players got to play, and they gotta be challenged against other competition, and it's an exciting project. It's an exciting project for me. I'll be moving here in January full time. I have the next 8 days to really discover what's everything here and build a plan behind it.
And that's the FIFA talent coach, Ross Polly. 2 wins for the Castlebrooke Secondary School as matches continued yesterday in the Sports Division Secondary Schools football tournament at the Newtown playing field. In the under-15 matchup, Castlebrooke Secondary School defeated the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School by 8-0. Taron George led the scoring for Castlebrooke Secondary School. He had 4 goals, while Vince Daru, Roxon Kopel, Banis and Tariq Loda scored 1 goal each. In Game 2, in the Under-20 division, Castlebrooke Secondary School edged out the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School by 1-0. Olson Gaspar scored the winner for the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School. Some cricket news now. Alzari Joseph, the fast bowler, is back in the West Indies colours following his 2-match suspension, and Windward Island Volcanoes player Shama Springer has been drafted into the West Indies team as part of 2 changes for the remainder of the T20 series with England. Andre Russell has been ruled out due to a left ankle sprain. In his place, all-rounder Shama Springer, fresh off 2 T20 games against Sri Lanka, will join the West Indies squad. Alzari Joseph will rejoin the squad in St. Lucia for the crucial final leg of the series, replacing Shama Joseph. The West Indies T20 squad is Rovman Powell, the captain, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimron Hetmeyer, Terence Hines, Shea Hope, Akil Hussain, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, Nicholas Puran, Shafane Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, and Shama Springer. Meanwhile, the West Indies head coach Darren Sammy is calling on St. Lucians to come out in their numbers and support the West Indies team as they look to reverse their ongoing T20 series with England. Sammy is hoping that the crowd can rally round the West Indies.
St. Lucia, it is your turn. I am right here at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, and the challenge is for you to paint all these seats here in maroon. I know I've asked you for blue before. It is the West Indies, and you know our colors, maroon. So make sure you have your tickets for the 14th, the 16th, and the 17th, where you come and be that 12th man that we need to get into the series. I know I could count on you. I can always count on my St. Lucian people to turn up when we need them most. Action on the 14th, 16th, and 17th. Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, West Indies Cricket needs your support. Let's rally.
West Indies head coach Darren Sammy. Windward Island Volcanoes batsman Jeremy Solazano says the Windward Islands have to dig deep to end their campaign in the regional Super 50 Overs tournament on a positive note. The Windwards, after starting off the tournament with a win, have lost 4 matches and can no longer qualify for the semi-final. Solazano scored 84 in the Windwards' last match. He says, while he's happy to have gotten a score, the poor run as a team is concerning.
Well, for me, going into this game, I was very clear of my role and my function for the team, so I just tried to stick stick to the plan and my rule, and that guided me through the innings.
Two games to go. I mean, at this point, we know the position that we're in. We're now playing for, pride for our team. It's a quick turnaround. We had a very close win in the first game, but with this close defeat, in terms of the mental side of it, with the quick turnaround, how you think that the guys will be, or how do we pick up ourselves heading into that match against CCC on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think it's about pride. We representing the island, so it's about pride for the people. I think we should really go there and give it 100%, put whatever performance there was behind us, and we just focus on them next two games and give it our best shot.
And that's the Windward Island Volcanoes batsman Jeremy Sulazano. The Windwards will play the Combined Campuses and Colleges, CCC, as the tournament continues this afternoon. That game gets underway at 1 o'clock. Meanwhile, at 9 this morning, the Barbados Pride will take on the West Indies Academy. Well, that's a look at the DBS Morning News and Sports. It is 7:30 in the middle. That's where we say goodbye for now. We'll be back at 11 o'clock with a news update for you on behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our link person, Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speed the delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. The time now at 7:35 here on Your Nature Isle. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, I'd like to remind you of your Kananago word of the day for today, and that's Aritakua. Aritakua, and that's to remember in Kananago, and that's Aritakua. Aritakua, to remember in Kananago. Join us tomorrow morning at roughly 6:47 for another Kananago Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report made possible compliments of the good folks of Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Okay, Max, if I'm going to steal Christmas this year, I'll need a smart TV to keep an eye on the who's, a smartphone to call for backup, cash, and a stove to bake this ham. Seriously, I can get all this for free if I sign up for Flow.
We're Christmasing with thousands of gifts even the Grinch would love. Sign up for a postpaid mobile bundle or high-speed broadband and win big every week. Visit discoverflow.co now.
At this time, we say a good morning to Keisha Dubeek with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather reports from the Dominican Geological Service at Douglas Charles Airport for today, Wednesday, November 13, as recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be clear with slight dusting at first, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few showers and a slight chance for isolated afternoon thunderstorms. Conditions at Douglas Charles Airport were partly cloudy and hazy. Surface winds westerly at 4 knots or 7 kilometers per hour. Present temperature 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at the Douglas Charles Airport was 7.1 millimeters, and the total rainfall for the month so far is 125.1 millimeters. The sun will set today at 5:43 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 6:07 a.m. The next high tide today will be at 1:01 p.m. and the next low tide will be at 7:49 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Les Antilles. A rich pattern is expected to maintain a relatively dry atmosphere during the next 24 hours. Low-level clouds moving the wind flow are expected to result in occasional cloudy skies with a few showers. Additionally, light winds and daytime heating could also encourage moderate afternoon showers with isolated thunderstorms. Lingering concentration of dust haze are expected to result in a reduction in visibility and air quality. People with respiratory immunities are advised to take necessary precautions to avoid complications. Slight to moderate seas are expected, with northerly swells peaking to near 8 feet, mostly along the northern or eastern coast. Small craft operators and sea users should monitor for onshore breaking wave actions and take appropriate actions if necessary. Now for the forecast for today and tonight. Synopsis. A high pressure system is a dominant feature. Forecast for today. Clear with slight dust haze at first, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few showers and a slight chance for isolated afternoon thunderstorms. Forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and slightly hazy with some scattered showers. Wind easterly to east southeasterly at 10 to 25 kilometers per hour. Sea conditions slight to moderate with waves peaking 1 to 2.5 meters or 3 to 8 feet. A small craft advisory and a high surf advisory remains in effect. Please remember, we are still in hurricane season. For updated information, weather conditions, log on to our website at weather.gov.dm or call 266-4490 for further information. Like our Facebook page, Dominican Meteorological Service, Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Mets. Follow our WhatsApp channel 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I'm Keisha Dubik.
And we thank Keisha Dubik for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments of the good folks of Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. You've got the edge, help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio. "18 minutes before 8. Up next, we present the general announcements on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
And now, your community bulletin board.
All employers, self-employed individuals, and voluntary contributors are reminded that the deadline for paying Social Security contributions in respect of the period ended October 31st, 2024 is Thursday, November 14, 2024. Employers in the North are advised that Social Security officers will be available at the Portsmouth branch office today, Wednesday, 13th November, and Thursday, 14th November, for the purpose of collecting contributions. Employers are encouraged to avoid the late fee penalty by making timely payments. The general public is advised of the early closure of the following National Cooperative Credit Union branches and offices today, Wednesday, November 13th, to facilitate a general staff meeting. The St. Paul, La Salette, and Roseau branches at 1 p.m. The Viecas, Casa Bruce, St. David's, and La Plaine branches at 12:30 p.m. Regular hours of operations resume on Thursday, November 14. Please be guided accordingly. The Independent Regulatory Commission IRC invites the public to its hybrid public consultation on DOMLEC's capital investment plan and revenue requirement as part of the electricity rate review. The consultation meeting takes place on Tuesday, November 19 at the Prevost Cinemal's Executive Meeting Room,